Good morning. Hello, hello. Today is Wednesday, May 27th. Oh my gosh, we are getting so close. I can taste it. We're almost done. Uh, that means that we have a lot to do and that we're wrapping up. And that means, as you know, assessments are to be had this week. So let's take a peek. Math. You are now on to your assessment. Notice that it's going to be given for the next 2 days. So there won't be any new learning again tomorrow. You have today and tomorrow to complete your assessment and wrap it up for the year. Notice that the math assessment is going to be split into 3 parts. Each part, I created a video in the math folder with directions on each part of the assessment. Please make sure that you watch that video of directions before you just dive into that assessment. Let's take a look so that you're absolutely 100% sure to know where you should go. So we're going to go into math today. You're going to go into extended flexible learning like you always do. And then notice that it's the May 26th through the 28th folder. And then lastly, you're going to click on May 27th, 28th, Unit 6 assessment. Remember that this here yesterday was just your study guide. That was there to help you, and you can refer back to it as much as you need to before taking that assessment. So let's click on today and notice that you have video directions for the first part, video directions for the second part, video directions for the third part. Really, boys and girls, this is, if we were at school together, it would take us like 2 to 3 days to finish this assessment. So that's why we broke it up into 3 sections. So if you please would remember, don't be hard on yourself. This is tough. So just like we would at school, give yourself a break and just do pieces at a time. But know that this is all Unit 6 and this is all the one assessment, but just broken into 3 parts. So that's where you're going to find your math for today. Let's now go and take a look at reading. Reading should be completed. If you have been staying caught up, then you should have finished Preparing for a Disaster yesterday and Black Blizzard last week. Just to make sure that you are good to go, let's look in that language arts folder. This is a must. So these final assessment for trimester 3 in language arts are a must. You have to do them. So you're going to click on that red folder that says Final Assessment for Trimester 3. And these are the 2 assessments that must be turned in to me by the end of the week. There are directions for the assessment here for the Black Blizzard, and then also you can see that informational is the exact same as that Black Blizzard, but it's just this is a nonfiction text and this is a fiction test. So again, you have 2 final assessments for language arts, and then you can celebrate because you are all done. Nice work. Now, last week we finished our journals, our real-time journals, so those should be completed. But just in case you did not complete yours, I left the directions here and where you can upload more journal entries if needed. Social studies and science is what we really need to wrap up for the rest of this week. Make sure you are plugging away at social studies and science and not skipping this. So today in social studies, we are going to focus on the Bill of Rights, and there's actually a Bill of Rights puzzle piece that you will need to complete. Let's take a look just to make sure that you're doing this correctly. So we're going to go into our courses, into social studies, and you're going to go into this founding documents folder for this week, and you are going to do the Bill of Rights assessment. So you're going to see when I'm publishing it right now as we speak, when you go into that folder, you're going to click on that, and then it'll give you directions. And notice that you're going to have to actually log into TCI for this and go to chapter 15. You're going to read intro and the need for the Bill of Rights. Then you're going to choose one other section to take some notes about, and then you're going to do the Bill of Rights discussion post, and here's the Cornell notes. And then you're going to go back into that day 2 and you're going to take that founding documents assessment, which is right here. I'm going to publish that right now. So we've been working on those, the founding documents for some the Constitution yesterday, and now the Bill of Rights today, and now it's time to take that assessment. Then we are going into food webs for science. So let me show you what you're doing there. And actually, I'm gonna actually add in social studies right now. I'm gonna say the founding documents assessment, just so you don't forget to do that, because you're gonna need to do both. All right, so let's go into the food web and make sure we're clear on what to do there. Let's go into our science course and go into this week. Yesterday you did the intro to ecosystems. Make sure that you have that ecosystem connection card entry here. And then today is actually on food webs. So you're going to make sure by the end of your activity in food webs today, where you'll see it gives you clear directions, 1, 2, 3, and then make sure you're using these links below. These are your video links. And then this is going into your journal, and you're going to submit your journal entry today. This is very important. Also something that's going to be graded. And that journal entry goes right here. Garlic mustard journal entry goes here. So make sure that's something that you have completed by the end of the day. And then that should be, good for today as far as work goes. Please don't forget, there's 2 things I want you to do on Flipgrid today. The first thing is wish Riley a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Riley. You can click here on this Flipgrid link to wish Riley a happy birthday. But I also need you, I only got 12 entries yesterday for this Flipgrid code, and this was a mandatory Flipgrid. I wanted everybody to answer these questions on Flipgrid. So it's very important. Tell me, what did you learn about yourself during extended flexible learning? What was easy? What was hard? What did you like? What did you dislike? And what types of learning experiences work best for you? Lastly, we've got our individual meetings today. So that went out to you yesterday so that you knew exactly who was meeting when. I put the individual meetings times here, but it's also attached. And I want to just show you here on Wednesday, May 27th, we've got Brooklyn, Autumn, Xavier, Grace, Allie, Victorian, Jaden, Sig, and Connor meeting with me today. Don't forget, tomorrow, Thursday, May 28th, we've got Abigail, we've got Ernell, Emmett, Riley, Cash, Maddie, Tristan, Abby, and Selah. And then lastly on Friday, I'm meeting with Clarabelle, Tenzin Presley, Cade, Liana Layton, Addie, and Max. So that's about it for today. I will see you if you are on the Wednesday individual meeting. I should see you today. Otherwise, I will see you in person, face to face, either on Thursday or Friday, if not today. We will talk to you later. Send me a message if you need anything.